Hello friends, this is Dr. Scott Peck, and we're talking this month about staying centered in tough times. And I was thinking before I made this, well, maybe I don't have that much to share because this has been a tough month for a lot of people, including me, to stay centered. So you know what I did? I was thinking, well, what do I have to share? And one of the points that I have to share with you is this. Like we said in our book, Liberating Your Magnificence, one of the keys to loving yourself is to surround yourself with people who love you. So to surround yourself with people who inspire you, or at least someone who's inspiring you. So just before I made this video, I went to our love blog and I went there for inspiration. And I came away with a lot of it. Vicki and Nija have really been blogging this month, and here's something that Vicki said in her blog, and I want to share it with you because it inspired me. I took a yes walk today, Vicki said. I awoke this morning with gratitude for being alive in this body and being aware that I am the expression of love. I am love's precious light. I woke in my centering, knowing that I don't have to, but I get to eat healthy, I get to exercise, I get to participate in love awakening, I get to blog here today and to share my love with you. Isn't this amazing how you feel the enthusiasm? Vicki says, I get to make new choices because I know I can. I get to embrace the sacred yes and live within all the possibilities that yes offers. I get to choose to go to the sacred place within my heart and commune with divine love. And that's one of the points that is so important for centering, is that we take sacred time for ourselves, to be alone with ourselves, to be alone with love, with divine love. That's so important. It's one of, in our book, Love Skills for Personal and Global Transformation, it's one of the love skills. Create sacred time for yourself. It doesn't say hope that you'll have sacred time for yourself or wait for sacred time. It says create sacred time for yourself. I don't have to wait for someone to love me in the way I want to be loved. I get to love me in the way I want to be loved. I get to love me. Ah, yes. I took a yes walk today. Well, how can you not be inspired with that? And I want to read you what Nija posted in our love blog. She says, I love where I am, I love who I am, I love where I've been, and I'm over the moon about where I'm going. I have a feeling of who I've become, and while I don't know the specific path or shape it will take, I sense it, and I trust in my joyous floating on this inevitable stream that it will appear before me, and I will know it when I see it. You know, Nija and Vicki have been an inspiration to all of us this month on the Love Awakening blog, and the lesson to me is, it doesn't matter how many people are on the blog. Some people may just be reading it, and that's all. You may not have ever gone to the love blog, but you're listening to me right now speak to you, and I'm sharing that inspiration. So inspiration isn't about how many people, it's just about being close to someone or some people who can inspire you, or writing that can inspire you. I think one of the big keys for staying centered in tough times, for me, and this is in our book, Love Skills for Personal and Global Transformation. It's so important, a love skill, is to be a loving and detached observer. A loving observer, if you're not detached, you can get sucked in and you feel sorry for yourself or sorry for someone else, very sympathetic. On the other hand, if you're just a detached observer but you're not loving, it's very cold. You can feel cold to someone else. You can feel cold to yourself. But to be loving and detached at the same moment, that's a love skill. And what it means is that you can look out and, let's just say you're in a frenzy because something has gone wrong. That happens to me when something goes wrong with the computer. That's a mechanism that triggers for me frustration that I have to be alert to. So either I get frustrated and I get mad and then it spills out in my conversations with Shannon, or something goes wrong and I get mad and I say, oh, look, I'm getting mad because the computer failed. So I'm observing. And right then, if I can take that observing to a higher place of also loving, I can say, well, this is very interesting, isn't it? here I am at a choice point of I have an opportunity to say yes to love, like Vicky was suggesting, or say yes to anger and frustration until I can solve this problem. So being detached is a wonderful quality of being a peacemaker, a crisis solution person, and getting rid of the suffering in the moment in your own life, because it's more about the process than it is the outcome. So it's very valuable to me to remember to observe. And from that observation comes another possibility, and that is to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself over and over and over. Are you going to make mistakes today and tomorrow and the next day? Yes, you are. I keep thinking that I'm finally getting at the age where I shouldn't make any more mistakes. And it's very discouraging to me to discover that I still make mistakes. And I'm not old enough yet to not make mistakes. So I finally concluded, I don't think the age is going to come where I don't make mistakes. So the real key is, how well can I forgive myself? How well can you forgive yourself? Because I'm the best me that I am right now. Maybe in a year I'll be making a videotape that's much more eloquent or elevated than this. But this is the best me right now. And right now, you are the best you right now. Would you like to trade places with yourself 5 years ago or 10 years ago? That's scary, isn't it? But it also shows you how far you've come with love, how far you've come in wisdom and growth. So it's a wonderful thing to observe what's happening and let that kind of be like you're looking at a TV program or a movie, as opposed to something that's so close to you, and then forgive yourself and say, that's okay, I won't make that mistake again. Or even if I do, I'm going to love myself and I'm going to grow higher. I think another thing that I try to do is to practice being calm, to actually practice seeing myself as a calm person. Because it's so easy to say, well, I just get upset. That's the way I am. Well, yes, maybe that is the way you are. Maybe that's the way I am. But do you want to stay that way for the rest of your life? Look at the damage that's going to do to you and to your relationships. So why not decide, I'm going to be a calm person. In fact, I'm going to be an expert at being a calm person. That's what's so much fun about being the co-founder of the Love Center, is that it pushes Shannon and me to go higher in love all the time, because naturally, as the co-founder of the Love Center, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? You want to be loving. So it's a challenge to us, and it's a delightful challenge. So I challenge you to see yourself as a love master. See yourself as a calm person. You don't yet have to be that person, but by deciding that's who you intend to be, then you'll be practicing that. You want to be a good baseball player? You can't just think about it. You have to go out and swing the bat. And if you swing the bat, you're going to strike out lots and lots and lots of times. You know, Babe Ruth was the all-time best hitter, but he struck out more than he hit. So that's helpful for us to know we can forgive ourselves, we can strike out but there's still success taking place. So see yourself as a calm person, as a centered person, even in the toughest times, and then practice being that person and let love participate with you. Get close to divine love, because then it's you practicing love's calmness. So I want to thank my wife Shannon for being such an example of love to me. I want to thank Vicky, I want to thank Nija, and I want to thank Marcus and all the other people who have blogged this month for their inspiration to me. And I hope this has been helpful to you. I welcome you to the world of being centered and calm in tough times. Why not? It's a spiritual possibility, and you're a spiritual being. I love you.